You're watching Fox 40 News, the only local newscast at 5:30.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Those words, this week we are marking the 50th anniversary of those iconic words that were spoken by Neil Armstrong when he first stepped on the moon that day. 50 years ago, Armstrong was the first of 12 men to walk on the moon. That list does not include any women, but that could change soon. NASA is now working towards returning to the moon in the year 2024.
And this time, NASA is planning to bring a female astronaut. So some of those candidates have ties right here in Northern California. Fox 40's Doug Johnson reports.
We're looking for, of course, the most qualified candidates, and we have some amazingly talented and highly qualified candidates.
NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine has narrowed the list of who could become the first woman on the moon.
She is already in the astronaut corps. It will be somebody who has been proven, somebody who has flown, somebody who has been on the International Space Station already.
Of the 38 active astronauts in NASA's astronaut corps, 12 are women.
Any of these ladies would do an amazing job.
Speaking to Fox 40 via Skype, Janet Ivey is on the board of governors for the National Space Society. She says several of the potential candidates have Northern California ties.
So I went to Stanford University to get a master's in mechanical engineering.
Nicole Mann was born in Petaluma and has been in the astronaut program since 2013.
She was a lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps. She served as a test pilot for the FA-18, Hornet and Super Hornet. She's been deployed twice aboard aircraft carriers in support of operations in Afghanistan.
Trained as an engineer, Mann helped develop NASA's Orion spacecraft.
This is NASA's next generation human space capsule,
which the space agency plans to use for the lunar mission they've titled Artemis, a Greek goddess who was the twin sister of Apollo.
Hi, I'm Kate Rubens. I'm an astronaut and a molecular biologist.
Kate Rubens grew up in Napa, and her mother currently lives in Davis.
She has a very different kind of background. She actually graduated with a degree in molecular biology, and she is a biochemistry and microbiology expert.
She was selected for NASA's astronaut corps in 2009 and has logged 115 days in space aboard the International Space Station in 2016.
Unfortunately, in the sciences and engineering, you oftentimes are one of the only women doing the kinds of jobs that we do in order to get to NASA and become an astronaut.
Megan MacArthur grew up in San Jose, flying as an astronaut since 2000.
She studied oceanography, so she's kind of like got the marine biologist kind of thing behind her.
MacArthur served as the mission specialist on board the final space shuttle journey to the Hubble telescope in 2009.
She's even currently providing support for crews and training aboard the International Space Station. I believe she's already spent about 13 days in space, and to see a female set boot prints on the moon will be quite exciting.
In Sacramento, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Now, another one of the 12 candidates, astronaut Christina Koch, spent time training at Beale Air Force Base. Hundreds